Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Switzerland Destination Spotlight series. And today I've got the great pleasure of speaking with Viviane Zellweger from Zermatt Tourism. Viviane's here to tell us all about this beautiful destination in Switzerland. Welcome to you, Viviane.
Hi, thanks for introducing me and thank you for your time to talk about Zermatt.
Oh, I'm very much looking forward to it. For our audience who haven't been to Switzerland before and perhaps are just in the starting stages of planning their trip, whereabouts actually in Switzerland is Zermatt located?
Well, Zermatt is located in the canton of Wallis, so it's right at the bottom of Switzerland, at the border to Italy, and it's located at the foot of the Matterhorn, the very famous Matterhorn mountain, at above 1,600 meters above sea level. And I always say it's like like you can either fly into Zurich or fly into Geneva, and from both of the airports, it's about a 3 to 4 hour train journey or journey by car to Zermatt.
Okay, wonderful. Now, you mentioned there the different ways to get to Zermatt. Now, it is a car-free village, and I imagine that most visitors probably arrive by train. But if someone is renting a car for their trip around Switzerland, how do they get to Zermatt if they can't take their car there?
Good question. Well, Zermatt is car free, and there is the option to leave your car in Dash. There is a car terminal, and from Dash to Zermatt, it's about a 15-minute train journey up to Zermatt. There's a very convenient shuttle train that runs every couple of minutes. But of course, there's also the option to take a taxi up to Zermatt, but I'd recommend taking the train up to Zermatt.
Yeah, great idea. Now, because it's a car-free village, is walking the only way to get around? Because I know I've been there myself, and it is probably a bit bigger than most people imagine. So for those people who are a bit worried that they might have to walk long distances, is there any other way that they can get around the village?
Well, walking is, of course, the main way to get around, but there are other options, such as there are little electric cars that can either be like the hotels, they own their electric cars to transport their guests from the train station to their hotels. And also there are electric taxis that you can just call and they come and pick you up wherever you need it. And what is very nice, we also have an electric bus. There are two different lines. They also run very frequently and they are free of charge. So that is also a good option to get around town. But to say, since walking is the main way to get around, everything is within walking distance. So from one end to the other end, it's about, well, the longest distance is probably like 30 minutes.
Mhm, mhm. Excellent. All right. So, what are some of the top things to do in Zermatt? What are the famous things or the most popular attractions that draw people to Zermatt?
Well, of course, most people come to see the Matterhorn, which is just like a very, very iconic mountain, and I think everyone has to see it
Mhm.
once in a lifetime. But of course, there are numerous other activities and very nice experiences. And to say like there's something all year round. What I think is one of or are the one of the top activities is of course to see the main peaks. So there are three main peaks in Zermatt. One of them is the Matterhorn Glacier Paradise, which is the highest station in Europe. The other one is the Gornergrat, also very famous, and then there's also Rothorn. And so all three of them are top attractions. People go up there, enjoy the view, and just spend some time there. Um, Also in summer, there are more than 400 kilometers of hiking trails. There's also a great variety of biking trails, so there's something for everyone. but there's also lots of other activities such as paragliding. There's sightseeing flights by helicopter. Um, there's trail running. There's just lots of also sports activities. And also in summer, it's probably what we're most famous for. There's more than 360 kilometers of slopes to go skiing. But also there are other activities. There's a very nice igloo village. There's husky sleigh rides. There's ski touring. There's just a lot to explore.
Mm. And I think a couple of things that that I find really special about Zermatt. One, you can go skiing all year round because of the glacier up there, so that's quite unique. You also have some pretty special animals too that are unique to that area. Would you like to tell everyone about those?
Of course, yeah. So there is like a very famous black nose sheep. It's also our um, our that iconic animal here. It's called the black nose sheep. They're locally bred. They're like local animals here. And yeah, there's a very nice experience. You can visit them on top of Gornegrad. They spent their summer there. And it's an experience called Meet the Sheep. So you have the possibility to track them via GPS because they have a GPS track in their color. So you can see where they're located, you can see what they're doing, and there's a nice hiking trail to go visit them. But also when they're not up on Gornegrad, because they're only spent the summer season there, you can see where they are in the barn. So you can get the chance to see them also when they're not up there.
Yeah, good. So you don't have to miss out if you're not visiting in the summer season. Mm.
Exactly.
Good. So let's talk about those mountain peaks just a little bit more because I know, as you said, that's something that probably most people come to Zermatt to see, get up as close as they possibly can to the Matterhorn. They're quite different excursions, aren't they? So perhaps tell us about Gornergrat first.
So Gornegrad is a cogwheel train that takes you up to Gornegrad station. On the way, you have lots of different other stations, such as Riffelalp, Riffelberg. So you can also go out on your way up or on your way down and just explore the other areas. And as I've mentioned, the Meet the Sheep. It's a You get out at Rotenboden or Riffelalp and you just explore the area there. There's a very nice lake to see the reflection of the Matterhorn, which is probably most it's best in the morning. And yeah, so that's Gornegrad.
Mm-hmm. And next, the Matterhorn Glacier Paradise.
Mhm. Well, the Matterhorn Glacier Paradise is about a 45 minutes ride up to to the small Matterhorn, what we call it. And you take different gondolas to go up there, and up there you have a viewing platform. You also have like a cinema experience. You have an ice cave, so you can spend a lot of time up there to just get the most of it. And what is very nice to see on your way up is that you can see the Matterhorn from different angles, which makes it very special.
Mm, okay. And there's also now a connection, isn't there, over to Italy? So you can actually continue on your way and do a day trip down to Italy and then
Yeah,
return back to Zermatt.
exactly. So it's our brand new product. It only opened up in summer 2023. It's called the Matterhorn Glacier. No, sorry, it's called the Matterhorn Alpine Crossing. And so it's a new gondola that connects the Swiss side with the Italian side. And now you can go from Zermatt to Italy in 90 minutes, I say, like more or less, depending on what station you go out and explore some more. But in total, it's about 90 minutes. So it's the perfect experience to go from Switzerland to Italy, do a 1-day trip, and just go back for the evening or however you like. And it's also very special because you see the Matterhorn from very different angles, and that is really a great experience. Before the new Matterhorn Alpine crossing opened up, you could already go over to Italy, but only on skis. So it was only possible during the winter times when the whole ski area was open.
Right. Okay. So now the crossing, it's possible to do that all year round.
Yeah, it's possible to do it all year round.
Yeah, fantastic. All right. So what about the third peak that you mentioned, Rotorn?
The third peak, Rotorn, is also very famous. It's another area. Maybe you've heard of Suneka, which is the middle station. This area is very, very famous for hiking. So maybe you've heard of the Five Lakes hike, which is one of the most famous hikes in Zermatt, where you get to pass by 5 different hikes. And also, this is such a nice experience to just enjoy some hiking trails in Zermatt.
Hmm. And I think there's some kind of adventure type activities at Rotorn too. Is there like mountain scooters or mountain carts or something that people can rent? Is that right?
Yeah, so from Suneka, you have the possibility to also do, rent some mountain carts to just go down and enjoy some fun.
Okay, so for people who want a bit of an adrenaline hit, perhaps that's a good option for them.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now, of course, one of the great things about visiting Zermatt, or something that you must do, is just to have a wander around the village, because it's just so typically Swiss. I think it's what everyone imagines a Swiss village would look like, with those beautiful wooden chalets, and in the summer there's the flower boxes with so many colourful flowers in them. It's so good. Shopping, of course, is very enticing when you're in Zermatt, but what about if people are looking for a special souvenir, or they want to taste Swiss cheese or Swiss chocolate? Are there any specialty shops there that they should make sure to visit?
Yeah, so of course, in Bahnhofstrasse, our main street, there are so many shops, like all the big brands are there, and also the famous Swiss chocolate brands have their stores there. What I really like is there's a local bakery called Fuchs, and they have a very unique chocolate Matterhorn. With It's very, very tasty, and I always tell my guests that they need to try it. At least they have like a very nice souvenir from Zermatt.
Mhm.
Regarding cheese, there is a local cheese manufactory. They are a bit uphill, but it's within walking distance. You can visit sometimes, like when they're there, you can see how they make their cheese. And they also, what is very nice, they have a fridge where you can buy their products. So even if the manufacturer is closed, you can still buy some nice cheese. And of course, there's so many restaurants that offer different types of cheese fondue or raclette, or so there's lots of opportunities to try cheese.
Oh, good. So probably everyone's familiar with the Toblerone with the Matterhorn image on it, but when you're in Zermatt, you should go to Fuchs Bakery and buy an actual chocolate Matterhorn, and that's something quite unique.
Exactly.
So, when people are planning their visit to Zermatt and they're looking for accommodation, is there a particular area or particular part of the village that you recommend they stay in, or does it really not matter?
Well, I think it really does not matter where in town, in which area you stay. Um, from like wherever you stay, since everything is within walking distance, you can experience all of it. Um, of course, like staying on top of, for example, Gornegrad at their hotel, or Riffelalp, there's a hotel, but also staying at Furi, which is a bit more like which is a bit higher up on the mountainside. these could all be very, very nice experiences if you're not looking to stay in town.
Okay. And what sort of accommodation options are available? Are there a wide range of styles of accommodation?
Yeah, so there are different accommodation types. So there's holiday apartments, but of course there's also hotels, everything within the range of 2 to 5 star hotels. There are very different kind of hotels. So there's like the traditional Swiss style hotels, like the chalet type, and like everything with their wooden interior and just very Swiss-ness style hotels. But of course, there's also hotels that are a bit more like into art or just more like in a new kind of style. So there's something for everyone.
Okay. And I noticed that quite a few of the hotels have their own wellness center too. I guess that's a big attraction for a lot of visitors.
Yeah, I think that's for lots of visitors, it's very important to have the opportunity to enjoy the spa, especially in wintertime after skiing. People like to enjoy the spa and just have some time to relax. So there's lots of hotels with spas.
Mm, wonderful. In your opinion, Vivian, what would you say is the best time of year to visit Zermatt?
Well, I think that's a very hard question
Mhm.
since it really depends on what you would like to experience. If you're into skiing, of course, winter is the season to come because you get most of the whole ski area is open. You have 360 kilometers of slope, so it's wonderful for skiing. Um, but yeah, as I said, it really depends on what you would like to explore. Also, summer is very nice, but spring as well. And personally, I think what is now one of my favorite seasons is fall. Because since the season is a bit changing, summer, like temperatures are still kind of high,
Mhm.
even September, October, it's still like the perfect weather to go hiking and to go biking. Everything is still open. And what is very, very nice is that the you can experience the change of the colors of the trees.
Mm,
So there's some very nice places to go and see the Matterhorn, of course, with the changing colors.
mm.
So I really enjoy the fall time here in Zermatt.
Okay. Yeah, lovely. And if someone is coming to visit in fall and they're interested in seeing those leaves with, the as you said, the Matterhorn view with the leaves, does the tourist office have some information that they can to get so they know exactly where to go to see those best viewing spots?
Yes, of course. So we have all seasons on our website, so you can see what activities and what products are available in what season. And also our staff at the information center, they're always more than happy to welcome our guests and explain them where to go and to get the most out of their stay.
Yeah, good. All right. So if someone is visiting Zermatt just for one day, so perhaps they've arrived at night and they've got all of the next day to spend in Zermatt before they're leaving again, what would you recommend that they do?
So I think we have a very nice product which is called Peak to Peak. As I said, like exploring the peaks is probably one of the most exciting things to do in Zermatt. And the Peak to Peak Pass allows you to explore the Matterhorn Glacier Paradise and Gornergrat in one day. So you can go up to Matterhorn Glacier Paradise in the morning, spend some time up there, maybe even have lunch up there because there's also a restaurant, and then in the afternoon or after lunch, travel back down and head up to Gornergrat. So in this way, you can see both main peaks. You can like both of them are very different. Like one of them is a cogwheel train, one of them is by gondola. So you really get most out of your day. And
Mm.
of course, if there is still some time afterwards, I really recommend just like wander through the town, just yeah, to experience how Zermatt feels like.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you say, by doing those two different peaks with the two different modes of transport, it's really giving everyone, I don't know, it's quite a different and unique experience that they get to um, enjoy in one day. So that's a great offer. Now, I can't let you go without asking you, have you got any local secrets or are there any hidden gems that we might not read about in a normal travel guide that you would like to share with us?
That's also a very hard question.
I know you
Because
don't want to reveal too many secrets.
no, I don't think there's any like secrets. Also since Zermatt is very popular, um, like most people know from like either media or social media or wherever what they would like to explore. So I don't think there's any secret about our experiences, and we like to really put it out there. We like to um, yeah, make it public for everyone to that what they can explore and what they can expect from Zermatt. So we try to really put our products on our website, or just also give some insights on what you can do. But what I personally really like, which probably is not a hidden gem, but we've already talked about the black nose sheep. So I think it's a very unique experience to go and visit them on top of Gornegrad.
Mm. Yes, I visited them a couple of years ago, and
Oh, you
it was
did?
wonderful. Yeah, I took so many photos.
Yeah,
They
just
are so cute, aren't they? They're just
yeah, it
yeah,
just
adorable.
gives you a good a good feeling to just go and meet them, and you can see the small ones, and so just very nice experience for young and older people, like for
Yeah,
everyone.
absolutely, absolutely. So, is there anything else that someone planning a visit to Zermatt should know?
Well, I think most important thing is to make sure to check out lots of our culinary delights, because Zermatt has one of the greatest densities of gourmet restaurants in the Alps. So there are so many nice restaurants, even like Gomio or Michelin star certified restaurants. So there's really something for everyone. And of course, with the kind of Swiss, like there's lots of Swiss traditional dishes, but also like other types of cuisine. So yeah, I really recommend to make sure to enjoy lots of nice dishes, explore the restaurants, and also enjoy some time on either like a on the mountains in like a restaurant on their sun terraces. There's it's just like spending some time with family, friends, or whoever you travel with, and enjoy some good food in the
Yeah,
mountains.
good food and making memories while you're looking at that beautiful Matterhorn.
Exactly. Enjoy the views and enjoy the food.
Definitely. Well, thank you very much, Vivian, for sharing all that with us today. Where can people find out more information about Zermatt?
You can find out more about Zermatt on our webpage, which is zermatt.swiss. And you can also check out our social media, so zermatt.matterhorn. And you can always, keep up to date with our information on there.
Excellent. Well, I'll put those links or the web address and the social media handles in the comments below so that people can refer back to that when they need to. Thank you again. I hope we've encouraged and inspired a lot of people to visit Zermatt. Well, I'm sure there are already lots of people planning to visit Zermatt, but I hope we've given them some good information there to help them plan their trip and make the most of their visit.
Thank you so much.
Bye bye.
Bye.